Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Amit and thank you for following along with me. Today's topic is how much money do you want to live from dividend passive income, right? How do you calculate? So the easiest way to calculate in stock, because it's a lot easier because they're per share basis and they give you the yield. So I'm gonna go with that, and then what are my thoughts and why should you not invest in just maybe one company if you do have the means, and so on. So let's dive in. So right now I'm on medium.com website, right? They are going through this chart that they showed you investment to earn 1,000 per year in dividends, right? They're showing you their yield, which is Coca-Cola 3.3, and you need number of share, which is 30,000, right, to invest to, and you need to own 310 to get 1,000. But this is $1,000 is not realistic for any person to live off of. Okay, what you really need is about $50,000. Okay, so for $50,000, first thing you want to do is figure out what stock do you want. So I'm gonna give you a live example. Today is September 29, 2021, right? So let's look at AT&T. So I'm on Seeking Alpha website. I just searched AT&T. This is right now their price, and if you go on dividend, they give you dividend yield. And right about here they're giving you their how much are they yielding right now year to date, right? 7.64. So here I build a little Excel sheet calculation. I have the stock and the stock price. I'll explain to you one moment why I'm using this, and then how much do I want, right? In this case $1,000, and then stock yielding this. So you would need about $13,000 to invest to get about $1,000. But like I said, $1,000 is not much. What if we want $50,000, which assuming that you have no debt, right? $50,000 is a lot of money. You can easily live in Midwest or some smaller city or even third country like King. So let's do that. $50,000. Stock price is 27.40. and dividend yield is 7.64. So you would need to invest about $650,000, 655, right? If you want to really be even, you would need about 23,885 share. Basically, you would acquire of AT&T to live off from that dividend. Now, since I'm doing an MBA and I am an investor, inspired investor, just like many of you, and I don't like taking unnecessary risk, let's talk about why I would never want to buy just one stock if I had this much money. The reason behind it, what happened, like AT&T has decided to basically cut down their dividend, right? All of a sudden, you're no longer going to have dividend. What happened if the company basically goes under? You are going to lose all your money. This is why they say don't put everything under one stock or one company. So I would say to diversify with couple companies that would basically give you same return. Like you could do ETF rather than just buying one, so you have to do a lot less of work. ETF would allow you to basically just get high yield ETF that you don't have to worry about which company is going under and not going under, because the company would be automatically replaced by the management team, whoever you buy the stock from. Okay, so that's the first suggestion I would do. The second one is that you want to have an brokerage account that doesn't really charge a lot of arms and leg. So think of like maybe Robinhood or M1 Finance, right? Any of these free one, so that you can own. The third thing that you want to do for this risk wise, you want to understand that when is it do you want your money, right? Do you want once a month, or do you want every single quarter, or every 6 months, or every year? Because that money, right, if you're trying to live off of the company that you might want to invest in, you might want it maybe monthly, because assuming that you don't have any other income coming off of it. Okay, so that's how I would do it. The easiest way to show you, here's an example. I'm gonna show you basically with my own, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you with my M1 Finance. There are few companies that you can choose to basically, depending on your strategy that you want to go with, you can make it so that you're not have to worry about much money. But this is really up to you guys, right? Here's a portfolio, right? Let's look at my monthly dividend. This is on purposely, right? These companies are paying me every single month money. By owning them, I am letting go basically the growth aspect, right? They are not going to be much growth, but these are like QYLD. This is an ETF, right? You buy it in them and they take care essentially a lot more. Now if you want to be even more diversified, you could look at something like in this thing where like SDIV, right? Or SPHD. This is S&P 500. Literally just buy one time. So let's look at, this is perfect example. Let's look at this S&P 500, and what is the symbol? SP, what was it? SP, where you go? SPHD, Seeking Alpha. So first thing we want to do, SPHD. The reason I want to show you guys this SPHD, bear with me 1 second, because I do have SPHD. I do have a reason I am showing you this, because remember S&P 500 shares are changes, meaning they are market based. So if sometime different company will take up differently, that's why when you hear a lot of people, they recommend you to do like what do you call do basically diversification. So if you just buy the S&P 500, essentially 500 companies, you're getting it all at once, right? What it means is that where's my dividend yield? So 3 point, where's my dividend yield? Am I tripping? Average yield. Okay. So there you go. So S&P 500, literally, most people, they need well over 1.5 million, around that, less than 2 million, depending on when you're watching. I guess in the future, money would be worth a lot less. You can do this so that as the companies come and go, because right now Apple is on top, maybe Microsoft, Facebook, but they might not always be at the top. So you wanna buy this kind of ETF where let the market and let the system itself, soon as they go under, they will automatically replace it, and you don't even have to worry about it, and you continuously keep getting your money. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Oh yeah, the last thing that I wanted to show you guys, like if you wanted to like perhaps do like quarterly. So here's like aristocrats, right? Companies, Cintas, CVG, General Dynamic, ADP, Chevron, right? All of these companies that pay quarterly, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, or more. Let's look at some king companies, really good companies. P&G, Cisco, Altaria, Coca-Cola, J&J, Genuine Parts, right? These are great companies. 3M. You can invest any of these companies, but remember, you want to be diversified, because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose all your hard-earned money. Thank you very much. I hope this was helpful.